These scenes are sure to irritate the Turkish government. Protesters walk through the book fair in Istanbul. They demand freedom for journalists and criticize the government for jailing writers as terrorists. Visitors at the fair applaud their demonstration. Aslı Erdoğan is a journalist who has been imprisoned for months without charge, but accused of inciting terrorism. She is one of some 150 authors who have been arrested since the failed coup in July. At this fair, many stand in solidarity, including Burhan Sönmez, a human rights lawyer and writer. He has been imprisoned several times.
If you say Turkey is so different, I would say Turkey always been like this since I was born. Maybe sometimes it's a bit worse, or maybe much worse.
Here, the crisis seems far removed. A destination for families, crowds bustle throughout the fair as publishers offer bargain prices. The books of exiled journalists such as Can Dündar can also be found. Though it doesn't look like it, to sell such books in Turkey is risky.
Well, this is a 35-year-old publishing house, so we have been through a coup, changing governments, economic crises. So being a publisher in Turkey, if you're not just a new baby publishing house, you have to be ready to cope with all kinds of oppression.
Within this charged atmosphere, Germany is a guest of honor at the book fair. For 4 days, writers from both countries meet to talk about literature, but also to discuss the threats to free speech. A balancing act for organizers of the German contribution. They think politicians have a role to play. Many things have happened now because people have been watching and not acting. Now it seems the government can do anything. There is no real resistance. Of course, we must also make it clear with the federal government and the EU Commission that a policy of standing by and doing nothing in such situations is wrong. Moritz Rinke is a writer and playwright from Berlin. He's in Turkey quite often. He believes that talking about the issues must continue. There are so many people who yearn for Europe, and they are more distant than ever from the continent, and these people have to be given the hope that we will not fail them. Zeynep Oral has been a journalist for more than 40 years and now works for the opposition newspaper Cumhuriyet. She's disappointed with the West and hurt that young people are leaving the country. But she is not giving up.
After a certain age, you are not afraid. If you know that you are innocent, you are not afraid. If you are conscious of what you're doing, you have to go on doing it.
There are courageous journalists like her who need support in the fight for freedom of expression.